Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on Saxlingham. We've got a field to roll today first of all because the helper is currently still out there drilling it. It's just finishing off actually on the headlands, so that'll be almost done by the time we get over there to the field. It's the furthest away field, so it's a bit of a drive to get there, but yeah, it won't take too long in the Unimog, luckily, because we can do 50 miles an hour in this, which is quite handy. But yeah, we'll head up there now and we will get the rolling started on that field. Or I might even get the helpers to do the rolling actually, and then I'll bring the seed drill back because that will be about to finish. That probably is a more sensible plan because I think I know I've been saying I won't do it, but I just feel like it's a bit of a shame not to, and we are basically throwing away money if we don't do it. We have got our new field which has sugar beet in it, and I might lease a sugar beet harvester and at least harvest some of it, possibly. It's a bit of a big undertaking this, and I'm not sure we're going to finish it. In fact, I would be very surprised if we do finish it. I think it'll probably be just to do what we can and see how it goes. But yeah, there is a lot of sugar beet in that field, which would be wasted if we don't harvest it now. So I think we'll give it a go and just see how it goes. We'll definitely go with the biggest harvester and we'll lease that and just see what happens really with that. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do today, at least for some of the time. Anyway, here we are at the field. Didn't take too long at 50 miles an hour, that's useful. So this end of the field is completely done. The helper is over the other side, just finishing off the very last little bit, which is literally about to finish actually. Just when it gets to the end there, that'll be it, it's done. So what I'll do is I will get the helper going now on the roller, and that can then roll this field, and I will tab across to the seed drill, which is just finishing. That's excellent timing. There we go, it's done. Really good. Okay, so this can now go back to the yard, and then we will look at starting this sugar beet harvest. I can't believe I'm saying this really, but we are going to give it a go. Just because there is quite a lot of money's worth in that field, which we would just be ploughing into the ground, which I feel is a bit of a shame. And it is, I suppose, something different because it's not something I normally do. I don't do sugar beet that often, so it gives us an opportunity to try it again for a change. This map is a bit different to normal maps in that you can actually harvest the sugar beet, at least I think, all the way through the winter. It's showing on the calendar that you can do, although that's not always necessarily 100% accurate. It seems to depend on what time of year the crop was put in the ground a bit, because with the winter wheat you can't harvest it as late as you can with the spring wheat, depending on the drilling time of year. But we'll find that out. We'll just basically keep going until we can't harvest it anymore if it withers. It's not the end of the world if it withers, it's just we'll just lose some of the crop, but we'll harvest a bit. We can certainly make a start today on it and see how it goes. But yeah, I'm not convinced we're going to get it all finished. So yeah, just get this back to the yard and then we will look at leasing this sugar beet harvester and making a start with it. So it's field 8, it's the one I'm just passing now actually, I think. Yes, it's on my right hand side through the trees there. It's a bit of an awkward shaped field that. Just being overtaken. Yeah, but we'll give it a go. Like I say, there's no harm in trying. We won't lose money on it as long as we harvest enough, because the lease of the harvester, although it's quite expensive, I think we should make that back fairly soon with the selling of the crop. We don't have a sugar mill. It would be useful if we did actually, because then we could put it into that and we could auto sell the sugar beet from there. It would be nice to have one actually, so maybe we should look at buying one. I don't think there's one on the map already that we can buy, so we would have to build it ourselves. Maybe that is another consideration. The only thing is I would only have this crop. I don't think I'll be growing it again, possibly. So I'm not sure whether we will make use of it or not. How much is a sugar mill on this game? I can't remember. We'll go to construction, factories, and then yeah, sugar mill. I have a feeling it's not cheap. Because nothing ever is, but let's just see. Somewhere here. Sugar mill, there we go. 240, okay, so we can't afford that. That's a shame. But we could have built it, and I'm not sure whether it would fit anywhere. That maybe in my production, which is what becoming my production field. We've got currently got a oil mill and a chicken coop in there. We could build that there and then use this as our sugar processing factory if we had the money. Of course, we can get a loan. There's no rule against loans on this series. It's only my casual single player series, so I can pretty much do what I want. It's a big loan to take out though, 240,000. We wouldn't need quite that much, but we'd still need quite a bit, over 100,000 anyway. Plus we need to get the harvester, so we'll probably just end up harvesting and selling it straight off the field, I would imagine. Okay, what's the price like of sugar beet at the moment if we just sell it raw? Where is the sugar beet price? There we go. Okay, so it's actually its best price now. So we could just sell it. I think it would be easier just to do that. And the sell point is the farmer's market, which is, I think, right down the bottom. Yes, it is. So we'll be casting out of here straight down. Not too bad of a journey that, but it's a bit of a journey to go there. Okay, let's get on with this now. Let's get the sugar beet harvester, which is beet harvester. There we go. The biggest one, okay, it's quite expensive. Let me just check that is the widest one. That's 2.7 meters, and this one I think is 4 meters. Yeah, it is. So yeah, we'll go to the yellow one. We'll lease it because we certainly can't afford to buy it. Okay, so it's 36,000 basically to lease it, plus the header. I can't believe I'm doing this, but yeah, we're going to give it a go. Okay. And then lease that, so that's going to be another, what, a few thousand? 4,000 there. Right, that's used up quite a lot of the money, so let's get that going. So basically what I'm going to do, I think, is get the helpers to drive this, as I usually do, and then I will just keep carting alongside it with the lorry. Or is it worth getting can we get a chaser bin for this as well, maybe? To keep it going a bit better. That might work. Let's have a look at chaser bins as well. Of course, this is all eating into the profits that we're going to make off this field. I don't want to lose money on the field. But yeah, we'll have a look at chaser bins again, or auger wagons. I know some of them can do sugar beet, not all of them though, not many of them, but that one can. That's the root crop one. That one can do sugar beet, I think. I think it can. Where is sugar beet? There's so many different crops there, it's difficult to see them all. Yes, that's sugar beet, I think that one. So yeah, we can do sugar beet with that one. Ah, that one can as well, that's a bit cheaper. And so can that one. So there's a few, there are actually quite a few that will. So the question is, which one do we go with? I think we'll probably go with that one, that seems the best value for money. It's not quite the biggest, that is bigger, but this is a bit cheaper. So I think we will go with that. It requires 300 horsepower. We should be okay with the New Holland on that. So we'll get that, but first of all I will get the harvester going in the field, because it's not achieving anything just sat around here, so we'll drive it to the field, which is to the left. And yeah, this is a big machine this. We'll get the helper going on the sugar beet harvest. Okay, well, I have leased it, but apparently we can't unload into it, which is a bit disappointing. I don't understand that. That's another weird glitch, I suppose. Well, maybe it will work without the helper. If we got rid of the helper, it probably would unload into it, but for some reason the helper doesn't like it. Doesn't want to unload. Normally when you go alongside a harvester of any description with a trailer, it will automatically put its boom out and unload. But apparently it doesn't like this trailer, unless we're doing it from the wrong side, but that would not make sense because this is the lower side. This would be the easier side to unload into. So it's got a pipe itself that you can unfold. That would be for unloading into my trailer, into the lorry trailer that we could take to the sell point. Unless maybe it won't unload if that's down. That could be it, actually, thinking about it. Let's give it another go. I think it's the first time I've used this, so I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing as usual, but let's give it... here we go. That's it. So it was just that. That's okay then. I was getting a bit worried there for a minute, but no, we're good. That's excellent. So we can unload into this. I was thinking we were going to have to return it and not use it, which would have been a shame. I'm not quite sure why it's missed a bit now. It was doing okay, it was going around the outside of the field first, but it's now missing a bit. I don't know why. I'm sure it'll come back for it though at some point. Anyway, that has got the first bit unloaded, so we'll go back to the lorry, I think, and unload into that, and that will empty this. We have a capacity, I think, of around about 40,000 litres in the lorry, so we're not quite going to fill it. We need another 10,000 or so litres of BEET to get a full load, and we're certainly not going to be taking half loads because it's quite a long way to go, so I will wait until we get a full load before we take it. But yeah, I think now I've got that worked out, I think it should be pretty good, this. We'll keep it going for as long as we can, until I get completely bored of it, or until the crop withers, and we will hopefully get as much of this field harvested as possible and get it sold, and that should really improve the finances, I think, a bit. I'm not sure how much this field is going to be worth, just if we're selling it like this, in its raw state. I don't know how much money we'll actually get. But I'm hoping it will be profitable. I'm hoping it will be more than what we spent on the equipment, which is around about, what was it, 36,000 for the harvest plus 4. So that's around about 40,000 for that, and then another 7. So we've spent around about 47,000, I would guess, at somewhere around there on the equipment. So we'd need to make at least 47,000 back to make a profit. I think that's doable. I'm sure we will make more than that. I do forget what sugar beet's actually worth in its raw state, because last time I did sugar beet we had a sugar mill, and we were processing it into sugar, which then in turn went into the bakery, didn't it, and other productions. So that was on Houtan Pantai. So yeah, that's quite a bit different to just selling it like I am doing today. Although I may, if I get the money, and if I get close to having the right amount of money, and I do take a small loan out, we could maybe get a mill and do some processing of the sugar. But I'd probably rather do it auto-selling, because it'd be quite a lot of pallets to move, this amount of sugar beet on pallets. Sugar on pallets would be, yeah, that'd be quite a lot of pallets to move, so I think I'd probably auto-sell it, which would reduce the amount you get for them by about, I think it's 30%. So what is raw sugar worth? Or raw sugar beet and raw sugar. So raw sugar beet is 585. Really depends on how much the sugar is worth on its own. So S for sugar. There we go. Okay, 1,500. But the price, of course, is dropping now. So it is worth quite a bit more. But is it worth the investment in the production, is the question. Because it is quite expensive at 270,000, and I'm not planning on doing sugar a lot on this map, sugar beet. Or at least I wasn't planning on doing, but who knows, we might do more in the future. Since there's no rules on leasing costs and stuff, we can just keep leasing this biggest harvester and getting it done. But again, all the fields are quite big on this map, so it's always going to take a long time to harvest a field. Anyway, I'm going to get on now with this on a time lapse for a bit, and you can just sit back and watch me harvesting this sugar beet field for the rest of the episode probably. Until I decide we're going to do something else maybe. We do need to bring the roller back at some point when that finishes, but it's still going at the moment. So yeah, anyway, I'll continue now and try not to have a crash, which we are going to. Oh dear. This is not good. I am completely wedged. Because it's trying to reverse and I'm trying to go forwards, and nothing's happening. There we go. I think we're off. Right, maybe that's enough beet now to go and sell, so we'll take this to the lorry and we'll see if we can get this sold.
lights are out and you stumble in the dark. You kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me to get you, don't forget to get you, to get you, don't forget to get you, to get you, don't forget to get you, to get you, don't forget to get you. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds, and when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me to get you, don't forget to just call on me to get you, don't forget to just call on me to get you, don't
Well, it's actually going very well. No complaints at all here. It's all going, seems to be going very well. We've already made a massive profit. Well, I say a massive profit. We've already made a profit, but we will make a massive profit by the time we finish the field. That's for sure. Because we've only done what, a quarter of the field maybe, and we've already made a good profit. So no problems at all. I think what we might do though, because it's going a little bit dark, is move time forward. I'm hoping I won't regret this because it might be an even worse day tomorrow, but I'm hoping that it will be a reasonable day and we can continue this in daylight and without rain, but who knows. I'll do it to 9 AM because it's going to be a bit dark by November. We'll keep everything running and then we'll see what it's like. Brought the roller back as well from the field, that was finished, and that did it all good job there, so that's all good. Right, that did cost us another £9,000 overnight by the looks of it. Oh dear. But not to worry, still pretty good. So yeah, there is rain on the forecast, brilliant. We will get this next load sold, so yeah, I'll just continue for a bit more. Just looking at the map, field 2 will need weeding, or spraying for the weeds, because that is getting quite bad there. There is weeds in this field as well, but that's where the crop has already been harvested. But we've done probably what, just over course or almost half the field, I would say there now. It's all actually going surprisingly well, a little bit too well, and yeah, we've got over 200,000 in the bank, so we are not that far away from being able to afford to build the sugar mill, or we could even build it now if we were to. Oh, the money's just gone down. Okay, we're not quite as close now as we were. That'll be the leasing fee of the harvester, which is not cheap. It's obviously hit an hour. Oh, you're coming this way, are you? I thought you'd be going the other way, but never mind. I will move. Yes, so we are. Oh, it's gone down even more. Wow, it's plummeting. Yes. Well, I was about to say we're only 35,000 away from being able to afford it, and we could take a loan. We are now considerably more than that, which is rapidly eating into our profits. This is the problem with leasing over buying. If you're using it for extended periods of time, which this kind of is now, it is longer term more profitable to buy rather than lease. But yeah, it's still, because it's only one field, it's still not really worth. Well, I couldn't have afforded it anyway. It was 700,000 plus the header, so you're looking around about 800,000 almost for this harvester. So yeah, I definitely made the right choice by leasing it. It's just it is quite expensive even to lease it. But yeah, I was going to say we're going to maybe. I'm considering building the sugar mill. I know we've already harvested about half the field almost, but we'll still make some good money from the rest of the crop if we were to do that. I'm just undecided whether we should put it on auto sell or storing the pallets and moving them manually. But I think I'll think about it between now and next episode, and probably next episode we'll decide whether we're going to build it or not. Because it is possible, it is doable. We would need to extend the loan a little bit, or we have no loan at the moment, so we'd have to get a new loan of around about 50,000 now. It was 35, but to be safe we'd need about 50,000 to keep enough money in the account to keep the helpers running and to take into consideration more leasing fees as well. But yeah, we could do that, and that would be more. It would bring in a lot more money than selling it as we are doing at the moment. Although it's not that bad, but we would make at least double, if not triple, the amount by doing that. We'd have to wait until the spring though to sell it, because the price at the moment is not that great. I'll keep alongside this till the end, I think, and we'll get enough to fill the lorry. Lorry takes about 43,000 litres, is it? 45,000? I keep forgetting to look. It's around about 45,000 litres. So we should have enough to fill it by the time we get to the end. But I think what we're going to do is actually leave the episode here. We've done nearly half the field, so it seems like a good opportunity, or a good time to finish it. And then next time, after I've had a think, I'll decide whether we're going to sell the rest of this as it is, or whether we're going to put it into a sugar mill and build it on our production field area. Somebody said that there are some fields near to, or some plots of land near to the shop, which you can build on. Their flat, nice building plots. I've just had a quick look at them off camera, and they are about £235,000, and they're not very big, like 2 acres. They're not big areas, which I think is a bit of a rip-off. 235,000 for 2 acres sounds expensive to me, so we might not bother with that. We'll probably just build on the land we already own. Won't be quite as good, but it'll do the job, I hope, if we go down that route. But I will decide that next time, and it would be interesting to see the comments as well on my thoughts on this. But yeah, I think this is a good opportunity to finish it, and we will continue again next time. But I think the way I'm doing it is working quite well. I'm very pleased with it, and it's quite unusual for things to go perfectly well on Farming Simulator, but this time things seem to be going actually better than I was expecting them to, based on my past experience of root crop harvesting. But yeah, sugar beet is certainly my favourite root crop to harvest. It's a lot quicker than things like carrots, which are certainly not very quick. Wow, look at that, perfect amount almost to fill the lorry. It's full, so we need to take that next time as well. Anyway, I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.